Guy in the back is definitely using a teacup. Depends on the evil empire you work for. Brew. Welcome to the Vern Company. What brings you here today? We're Arkwright Solutions from the Capital. We're here on an official request from El Saim. Ah, good. Mr. Townsend has been expecting you. Take the elevator on your left to the meeting room. It's on the 20th floor. Even evil empires provide workers with hot drinks. It's true. That's why I'm thinking is hot chocolate. Or tea.
Arkwright Solutions. So you're the investigators that Elsheim hired.
Pretty much. Oh boy. They asked us to look into the various problems that have hit Basel.
Putting their noses where they don't belong. Ah, it's nothing. Let me get straight to the point. Any concern is unfounded. We have everything under control.
Do you know? If you could please explain. First, regarding the instability of the orbital net within the city, it was discovered that it was a simple matter of heavy traffic on the net. And just like with our orbital distribution network, the problem has been resolved. Isn't that so?
Yes, generally speaking. The maximum delay of 8.3% is down to 0.35% as of this morning.
That does sound like a big drop, yeah. You still got that 0.35% hanging around, though. Ideally, that should be zero, yeah? Smells to me like there's some stuff to figure out there. And that ain't the only issue you're dealing with, is it? What about the swell of visitors buzzing around the city? Is that not obvious? Basel is the beating heart of Calvard's industrial sector, home to my Vern Group and nearly 100 partners and subsidiaries. That's thousands upon thousands of employees, contractors, managers, all acting of their own accord. New hires from all over come in every day. Naturally, the city appears busy. An influx of visitors, particularly at this time of year, is nothing to fret over. Even bad faith visitors, spies, are all the rage these days, you know. Not sure what you've heard out there, but I'd advise against parroting such unsubstantiated claims. Your evidence, please. Though we've yet to investigate this issue, your dodging of the question implies you also lack the evidence to prove or deny the allegations. Hold on. You can't do that. You can't. One guy can't say, like, you can't show up and be like, look, we need to talk about some stuff. We need to look into some stuff. And this guy's like, hey, we ain't got no problems. This and this, you know, we're working on it. They're going down. You can see our progress. And then they're like, oh, but what about the suspicious people walking around? The guy's like, there ain't no suspicious people laying around. You know, do you have proof? You can't just come back and say, well, you don't have proof that they aren't suspicious, and we don't have proof that they are suspicious, so you're dodging the question. Clearly, that means there are suspicious people lying around. Suspicious until proven innocent. That's what we're here for, Mr. Townsend, to conduct this investigation on your behalf. Oh yeah, if we find anything, and I do mean anything, we'll let you know. Fine, do what you will. Squabbling further over this would be a waste of time. Salician, if you would. D rank ID identification. Yeah, I heard about these. These are temporary issue security cards for visitors such as yourselves. The city implemented them last year. With these, you're free to use the Aerotram to travel to Newtown and the Artisanal District. Can't take the upper level aerotram to the Institute of Science, however. Why not? Wait, hold up. Appreciate it. We'll go and get to work then. Wait, given our public position, we have to make sure the Principality saves face. I personally don't think this warrants an investigation by the likes of you, but we nevertheless prepared a point of contact for you. Quatre.
My name is Catrus Elysian. I'm an assistant at the Institute of Science.
Catre? Catre?
I have other business to attend to, so I can't always provide you with support. But should you have any questions, you're welcome to contact me.
Well, we'd appreciate that.
Contact information exchanged.
Huh. That's an unusual holo.
Don't worry about that. Actually, if you don't mind me asking.
Yeah?
No, it's just... Don't take this the wrong way, okay? Just wondering what pronouns to use for you.
Huh?
Are you out of your mind? Quancha is is very pretty, but he doesn't really have a female physique.
Of course I don't! I'm a guy!
This is very... So, I'm all for, asking the stuff, but could we be consistent about it? Can we ask other people too? Because this is not the first character that, can be one or the other. Or can identify as one or the other. I mean, literally everybody can identify as one or the other. Look, seriously, I'm sorry. You're about 14 or so, give or take. At that age, I figured it would be possible you could be either. You must have skipped more than a few grades if you're an assistant at the Institute.
I suppose you could say that. I'm actually 15, by the way.
Okay.
But I guess it's fine. Sometimes people do get the wrong idea from afar.
Wasn't sure at first with the way his coat covers him either. Yeah, but who makes the mistake as close as he is? Man, I sure do not want to get old. Enough. If you're all done, then please, get out of here. I'm a busy man. After this, maybe it was a targeted question. Throw him off his game or something. Mr. Towson, sir, the students from Artemis Academy have arrived. Ready? We'll let them through. Salician. I think he pronounced that. Catre? Catre? We'll be counting on you yet again. You're staying for 3 days, yes? Good luck clearing out the gutter, so to speak. One of those benefit packages you're just saying? Your moral beliefs up for auction. Oof. Theo Towson is the bad guy. Look at that face. Stab him now and you'll complete the chapter instantly. Whoa, hold on a second. We just had a bad guy CEO. We can't have two bad guy CEOs back to back. That's impossible. Not even trying to be subtle. He's a real pain in the butt, but that makes it easier for us to move around, at least. Works for me. Now you're starting to get it. Oh, shut up. He said there were no problems, but he certainly didn't act like that was the case. Agreed. He might not have the answers, but he most certainly has cause for concern. Or at least, that is how it appeared to me. I don't believe it will be easy to get anything out of him. I don't believe any part of this is going to be easy. We'll have to tackle it from a few different angles. Which means... full. Aren't they? They were in front of the central station this morning. So he really is Agnes's boyfriend from her part-time gig. Lyle, I told you that it's not true. Right, my bad. How's it going, good students? We're just here for work. Good luck with the whole school trip thing. I know I'm in her corner. Still want no part of this. Welcome, students of Armis. Right this way. This happened to your friend when he was in school? He grew his hair out and was having lunch with his mom. The waitress approached from behind and asked, what would you like, ladies? He turned around with his beardy face and replied with his order. Waitress was shocked. See, but that's different. You know, like you mistaking somebody because, you know, you didn't see them or whatever. Like this one was flat out, I have never asked anybody in this entire video game what their pronouns are, regardless of how they look. And I'm just gonna ask it to this person that we just met for the first time in the game. It came across a little too well, it came across too abrupt for me. It sticks out. You know, I don't want to say it was pandering or anything like that, because that ain't something I can speak on, but it was just a little too abrupt for me. You know, have your characters ask that to a variety of characters. You know, these are your C rank certification cards. They're primarily for outside trainees, so you will have access to the Institute and the Aerotram. Thank you very much. Wowee. But we can ride the Aerotram as much as we want. And we can visit the Institute of Science. This will help our reports big time. And each group is free to do what they want. We'll meet back up at the hotel lobby around 6:30. Remember, you'll be punished if you're late. Heart. Yes, ma'am. You won't catch me being late. Hey now, don't threaten the first years. Anyway, let's make sure this visit is a fruitful one. Let's get moving, underclassmen. Then I'll leave you all to it. If you need anything at all, just contact me via the number I gave you. See you. Hold on a second. Catre Silesian. Heard quite a few things about you, like how you're the professor's favorite student. Ren? Wait, then... You see, I'm a foreign exchange student from Libero, so we just so happened to have met through a contact at ZCF. We had quite the wonderful chat after she read all of my past papers. ZCF? I'd met both Professor Russell and his daughter, so... Wait, papers? Don't tell me you're... Oh, never mind. Never you mind that. To circle back to my original point, I have a request to ask of you. My friend here will be operating on her own. Could I ask you to take her to the artisanal district for me? Ren?
I see. So you're already getting a move on then.
Aw, and I was hoping we could hang out for a little bit too. Sorry for deciding this on my own, you two. Nah, it's fine. We've got 3 whole days, right? And you'll be back come nighttime anyway.
Did she say "en your prob"? That's not what the subtitles say.
We'll be counting on one heck of a report.
Just be careful, okay?
Of course.
Is this, perhaps related to... In any event, I don't mind. I just so happen to have business in the artisanal district, so it works out. I'll show you the way.
Agnes Claudel. I'm a first year at RMS Academy. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Freaking Albert, man.
Well.
Sounds like you missed something good. I wouldn't classify it as good. Just an anomaly. That's all. Van asked Catre what the pronouns they identify as are. And I was like, why are you asking, like, just this person? How come you didn't ask it to anybody else? It just sticks out, that's all. Anya says she'll be here in about 15 minutes. It's surprisingly quick. I was about to suggest we get started if she was gonna be much longer. Alright then, while we're waiting, it's Engadin time. Right now. Yeah. Gotta order ahead of time so we can dig in as soon as Anya's get here, of course. I thought so. Real slick. Now we order one along with some coffee. No, don't justify Aromio's comments. Also,
Then I'm counting on you to lead the way, Mr. Silesian.
Of course, happily. Once we catch the Aerotram, we'll be at the Artisanal District in no time at all. By the way, you're older than me, aren't you? Mister might be a little stiff. You can just call me Katra, if that's alright.
Catra. You know, I look at Quatre and I don't see Catra.
You don't mind? Then Katra it is.
I might just call him Quatre regardless, but we'll see when we get there. Maybe there, I mean, based on the last story chapter thing, it's a possibility that the person on the cover of like the chapter art thing is not the party member, so.
Oh, but I'm only older than you by a year, so I don't want you to be too stiff with me either. Why don't we talk like we're old friends?
Okay. I'll keep it casual then. I get the feeling you're always told to loosen up a little more.
That's right. My friends never let me hear the end of it, but I can't help the way I talk. I know I'm repeating myself, but it really is a pleasure, Katra.
Same to you. Now, should we get going?
I was afraid of this. I really did not want them to section off both of these characters, and so that I would have to play Anya's to get to certain parts of the city and do certain parts of the investigation. Now I'd have to play Van's crew to do the other half. Suckers. Also, we do gotta talk about Catra's get up here. I don't know what's going on. I think they call those thigh-high boots, and we're definitely going to classify those as short shorts. And we've been over this about short shorts. Okay, you kind of gotta relax. You know, that is kind of a feminine posture, I guess. All right, not anymore, but you know, whatever. Are you? Real clever. Sucks. He's level 1. Interesting. Confusion is justified? I don't know if I would say the confusion is justified. I think I would just say, him asking the question, like, asking the question is fine. It's just,
Not this way.
like, why now of all times? But we'll move on. It's not that
Not this
important.
way. Not this way.
Let's stay here and relax. Do you have any preferences?
Well, it's not that important to me.
Thanks for coming in. Arrow trails are just awesome.
I love beat. At least I think that says love. Not this way.
Not this way. Okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay.
50% apple juice? That's crazy. You don't see aero trams much across the continent. Something, something. Do you? Newtown, the artisanal district, the Institute of Science, it travels along a loop. Oh, I thought I turned that off. And helps consistently deliver parts wherever needed. The artisanal district's platform is on the right. Just tap your card against the ticket gate. Alright, let me give it a try.
This is the Aero Trail, operated by the city of Basel.
Actually, those might be more than thigh-high boots. Like, do thigh-high boots go that high on the thighs? I don't know.
What a spectacular view! Though I get a little dizzy when I look down. And wow! Newtown is already so far away!
Enjoying yourself?
Yes! Tremendously! I bet Fairy would enjoy this too. I wonder if she's gotten the chance to ride yet.
She really is so cute. But how is someone like her connected to those others?
Here we are, this is the artisanal district. Now I just need to find the hotel they're staying at. Oh, there's Van's pickup truck. So he drives an Inkert. He's even customized the frame. Wait, that material was only just developed. How did he get his hands on it? I didn't realize you were an expert. You pick this kind of thing up if you work with Vern long enough, I suppose. Oh, how did you get to know people like them? What do you mean? The Spriggan, whatever you call him, and the red-haired guy both seemed really shady to me. Though the girl and the maid, I think, they looked like good people at least. I was having a hard time picturing what kind of group it actually is if you're involved with them too. Well, I can't blame him for thinking that way about them. Van runs a problem-solving agency in short. I work there as a part-time assistant for reasons I can't get into. And both work and my duties as a student happen to bring me here at the same time. Sounds like you got a lot on your plate. Are you sure it's okay to be working with them, though? Vern's CEO didn't seem very happy about them sniffing around. Our work is complicated, I'll admit, but we don't do anything illegal. Technically. His willingness to hire an upstanding young lady like you does reflect well on him, I'll give him that. Even if I don't think highly of his choice to involve someone like you in a business like his. People say that about him a lot. You have nothing to worry about, though, really. He might skirt the rules here and there, but he's still a man I can genuinely respect. Well, if you say so. Feels like one of those guys who takes some getting used to. The way he treated me was just... I was so close to forgetting, too. Did something happen? Nothing worth bringing up. Anyway, we shouldn't keep your friend waiting. Anyas, we're over here. You came quick? Oh, wait a sec. Isn't that? Sorry for keeping you. Katra was good enough to guide me here. Thanks for helping her out. We ordered an engadin for the group. You want to join us? No, I'm fine. I'm not hungry right now. Your loss. That taste is downright divine. I'll make it up to you, or I'll make it up to you some other time then. You don't owe me anything. It's not like I did anything special. I suggest you don't pull any funny business while you're in the city, though. No causing trouble for the women in your group either. Oh? I'll get going now, Anyas. Let me know if you need my help with anything. Oh, I will. Thank you. Man, would have been nice if he gave me the chance to thank him somehow. Puberty's rough. He sure had a soft spot for you, though. You think? He just struck me as the very friendly sort in general. We got along right away. Hope I can be friends with him, too. Oh, I'm sure that won't be a problem one bit. I'll be happy to introduce you if you get the chance. How old are you, 5? There's nothing wrong with wanting to make friends. Yeah, no need to rain on her parade. Here's your order, one of our famed engadins. Now this is what I'm talking about. Come on and have a seat, Anyas. I'll get to cutting it right away. I always used to make engadins for me back in the day.
I finished, Katra. I'm quite confident in today's dessert. The more worried you are about something, the more important it is to take a break and relax. No need to push through.
What's back in the day for a 15-year-old? I think I can trust Anyas, but I'd better keep a close eye on the rest of them. I don't want anything threatening a place so special to me. Suppose it wouldn't hurt to say hello to the supervisor and take care of my usual work while I'm here. Oh, looks like Van got half of it. That's the stuff. You won't find a better marriage of flavors than these bitter walnuts with sweet caramel nougat. It's so mouth-wateringly rich. And you wouldn't believe how well it pairs with strong coffee. I swear I was born just to savor moments like these. No one wants to hear this every time, you know. Just eat the darn thing. Alright, there was definitely not that much on that plate. Come on. He's describing it to a T, though. I can't get enough of that buttery flavor. Van says it's good, then you know you're in for a treat. My nose is good for more than just sniffing out trouble, you know. I feel like you're joking, but I could buy it working for stuff like this easy. Indeed, now I think we've rested for long enough. Perhaps we should get to work. Do you think we should prioritize investigating Vern? No, I think we should hold off doing that. I can't imagine we'd find anything major this fast, even if we tried. Doesn't mean you shouldn't try. I'm thinking we should start wandering around Basel and taking care of 4 SPGs. That'll give us a decent idea of the situation here. The same pattern as usual then, but how can you be so sure that word of our work has spread to here? Good question. Vern's boss sure didn't seem like he wanted to help us any more than he had to. Well, I don't think we got to worry about that. Not after my headache of a friend slapped this job on us. Right. That man from the CID did seem like a highly capable person, though that's the least to be expected of their chief analyst. You and he go back quite some time, I believe. Unfortunately, yeah. I doubt he's here in person, though. More than likely, he sent someone in his place. Between this and that other project he teased, I'm sure there's a ton of scheming going on in that head of his. Guess we should go find out what kind of 4 SPGs we've got waiting for us then. So when do you need to be back at the hotel? And what are you going to do about your uniform? Friend said to be back by 6:30. I brought some clothes beside my uniform, don't worry. Let me go and get changed. I'll take you to your room then. Or our room. Wait, you brought clothes with you? Well, where? We will handle paying the bill in the meantime. Mary took Anya's to the girls' room so that she could get changed. After she was done, they reunited with the rest of the group and began their first day of work in Basel. In Basile.
Don't take too long to decide now.
Ooh.
Come back soon.
I'll share this tiny things amongst all of you. Yeah, he said it was very rich. So that was gonna be my retort as well. You know, maybe it's so sweet and heavy that you're only gonna want a small amount. Lawrence. Can you get out of my party? Why do you keep putting yourself in my party? Every suckle-foo time. There is a door out here. Things going on out there.
Very well.
Doesn't look like I can avoid that story segment though.
Right.
Guess I went this way. Oh, never mind. Story segment is that. Must be the Aero Tram station. I can't believe it goes all the way up in the sky. Did you guys not ride the Aero Tram to get here? That's right. This will take us to Newtown in no time. All I need to do is hold your certification card over the ticket gate. Oh, I guess we're not taking this one after all. Our D rank card isn't accepted at this Aero Tram apparently. We need a C rank card or higher. Are you sure? I could have sworn we had a C. Way to roll out the welcome mat when we're here for El Saim. Would it kill them, to throw one of their biggest stakeholders a bone? I was really looking forward to it too. Oh, no use crying over spilled milk. You can head up if you want, Onions. We'll just take the long way. No, it's alright, I'd rather stick together. Sure, we'll ride the tram another day, Barry. Don't let it get you down. You're right, yeah. There's a professor I look up to as a mentor of sorts, but I just can't do this anymore. I'm trying to gather evidence to prove he's been abusing his power over others. And so I want to get verbal testimony. I don't want this to blow up, so I haven't spoken with the guild or the cops. I don't get it. It's like, if you don't want it to blow up, I'm sure the guild can keep it on the down low. They've done that before, haven't they? This one's real serious sounding. Yeah, I understand why they don't want to go to the guild or the police about it. I really hope we can help them while we're here. We might learn more about what's going on in the Institute while we're working on it too. That'd be two birds with one stone. Makes sense? Sounds harmless to me, but what's your take? Mary brought up a good point. We can get some info on the Institute while we work this case. Pretty vague, though. They didn't give their name or the professor they're accusing. Really going out of their way to make our job difficult. Naming names in this case may result in the professor or other parties threatening the whistleblower. I believe our client just prefers to err on the side of caution. Yeah, that tracks. Fair enough. Rosette, can you handle recording our convos? Certainly. We gotta be careful who we talk to about this, though. Client doesn't want word of this getting out. Let's start with people unrelated to the Institute. That way we don't accidentally hit a nerve. That makes sense to me. I imagine there will be plenty of those here in the artisanal district. Let's get started.
Time to start working.
That required? It is required. Let's look. Thought there was another notice board around here somewhere. I want to grab all the quests at once. Wonder who lives here. Yeah, it's really high up.
Ooh, there they are. I'm so glad I finally found them.
Hello. Is there something you need from here? The owner of this house hasn't been home in a while, I'm afraid.
We were just walking around and happened to end up here. So, you know who owns this place then?
Yeah, you could say we're acquaintances. Well, that might sound a little too cold, actually. I don't know if I could really call us family, but we are close. Just not as close as he is.
Girl's IQ points all gone into her face and tits. Total dits with a capital D. Aaron.
You know, you guys are all just adorable. Especially you tiny thing.
That was so disrespectful. Holy cow.
Where are you from? Do you want me to show you around?
Not that tiny.
Oh, silly me. I forgot I have somewhere else to be.
Bars.
You won't be able to meet this house's owner, but the boy looking after it in her absence should be back tonight. Goodbye now.
She was dressed like she's a researcher in the Institute or something. Wish we could have talked to her a bit more about that. I wanted to make her understand my size isn't all there is to me. I'm strong too. Late 20s, huge tits, kind of an airhead, freckles, glasses. Yeah, I'd hit it. Jesus, Aaron, you're so disrespectful. Are you gonna start behaving like an adult, Aaron, or am I gonna have to force you to? I wonder if that could be. It's locked. What are you doing back here? Bonnie.
Wow, the city looks so amazing from this height.
Indeed. It makes me want to go even higher.
Well, if it isn't Van, surprised to see you taking a business trip this time of year. Yeah, client came in with a big job, so we're out here taking care of that. Looks like you're moving on up in the world too. Last I saw, you were a part-timer still in school, and now you're the receptionist? Yup, they hired me here fresh out of college. You're another acquaintance of yours. You got friends in all sorts of places. Oh, we're just in the same field. We worked together on a job a while back. Zin was actually telling me about you the other day. He said that we should be fine contracting you for help if we needed to. Heard the same from a friend of mine outside the guild. If something serious goes down, there's no shame in us working together. Oh, who? Renee or Kilika, I'm guessing. Swear, I can't walk 5 args without people dragging me into their business. I ain't a bracer, you know. Oh, speaking of which, you're Elvis Regina. Speak of the devils. These 2 bracers work in Edith, correct? Hey there, I didn't think I'd run into you guys here. Oh man, don't tell me we all got shipped out here on behalf of the same guy. Obviously not, I have no idea why you're even here. But we're here on official orders from the guild, not an individual client. And wherever you guys go, trouble seems to follow. I think it's making me superstitious, not gonna lie. Hopefully that's not the case here. Man, I don't enjoy it any more than you do. Stop framing it like I'm the one at fault. I'm just doing my job and putting food on the table. Surely a C-rank bracer's got better things to worry about than some Spriggan, so stop letting me live rent-free in your head, yeah? Sucker. I swear, this is why I can't stand you. You're always just... Forget it. Just don't get up in our business, got it? Sucker. No, he's a bit abrasive with you, but I do think he respects your abilities. If you come across anything, just let us know. You're doing work for the guild anyway, so we might as well share intel. Funny way for him to show respect, but, well, you do you, bracer boy. Not worried about him. If we need the guild to lend a hand, we'll ask for it. For now, we got our own business to focus on.
What to do?
To be fair, it is pretty impressive the game loaded that view without any lag. Yeah, I guess.
Do you know what you want?
I want to rest.
Don't
this
take
is-
too long to decide. Come back soon.
This is literally the same inn. Thought this was a different inn. Guess I better talk to people.
The heck's that noise?
Jiskar Workshop. It must be coming from inside here.
This is a mechanic shop, right? Let's take a peek inside.
Oh, get a load of that. An orbment regulator. Wow.
Come on, we ain't got all day. Get that work done.
Yes, sir. Are those from one of the Empire's Panzer Soldats? No, they seem a little different. Yeah, word about these things has gotten out in certain circles, but most people still don't know about them yet. Guessing you do, though. Your company's involved in their development, right? Yes, though not that much. We have only been assisting in trials. Who are you guys? I haven't seen you around before. This is a restricted area, you know. Totally get why you want to gawk at these beauties, but they're technically not public knowledge yet. So close the sucker food door, sucker. Go ahead and move along now.
Wonder if they're the guys.
I know machines like that were being made here in Calvard, too. Sure are. I've heard the concept behind their design is different from the Soldats over in Erebonia, though. They're going to be revealed to the public along with their names sometime soon. Sure feels like we saw something we weren't supposed to, even if it's just the legs. I imagine that while they're being kept a secret from the public, most major groups and organizations have already been told about them. That includes those abroad, our international allies, maybe even the Empire. I believe you're correct in your assumptions. I think that's true for all weaponry that's going to be rolled out soon, too, not just our Soldat lookalikes. Either way, this looks like the biggest workshop in the artisanal district. We'll have to come back another time if we get a chance.
Whoops.
Whoops. Boy. Word on the street is Giscard landed another big project. Old Giscard heads up the Artisans Guild. As a fellow member, I'm proud to have him as our ambassador. Happy to be where I am, but Giscard didn't get where he is by settling. Gonna keep moving up in the world just like him. Specialize in the pressure equipment. Okay, man. Yep. That's great. Let me just talk.
Can we talk?
Doesn't ring a bell. Sorry, my son is studying at the Institute, and he's never told me about anything like that. That doesn't prove it one way or the other, of course. I just haven't heard about it. Did he tell you about any other stuff? Anything helps? Well, sometimes I do hear about people in the same lab butting heads over funding. Heard these grumblings about two professors going at it even. Seems like a pretty stressful place. With all the greed and infighting over projects, it sounds like it's got everybody at each other's throats. That makes sense, yeah. That might be what started the harassment. Do you know which professor specifically? Really can't remember, sorry. Feels like, I feel like there was at least one of Professor Hamilton's students involved, but that's all I got. I see. I wonder if this professor was jealous of someone else, or someone envied them instead. Well, thanks for the info all the same. Barnaby.
Let me ask you something.
That's for abusing their assistants. Well, I'm not sure why you're asking me specifically about it, to be honest. I just work in Vern's procurement division. I don't attend the Institute or work with them directly at all. I know, that's exactly the angle we want. Word travels, you know? I get that. I haven't really heard anything about it, though. Sorry. Vern and the Institute are very closely linked, though, and that does create conflicts of interest sometimes. I may not have heard about it, but it is believable. Very possible the two sides are stressing each other out. Could you tell us a bit more about how Vern and the Institute work together? Vern Company awards grants to the Institute of Science to research and develop new products on their behalf. That allows the Vern Company to curate their products with research from the Institute's experts. Oh wow, that's really neat. If I recall, Vern can trace its roots back to the old Artisans Guild and to the Institute itself. I always figured they worked well together because of that. They did, past tense. They had good relations while their senior advisor was still there. Alas, she left Basel some time ago. Now Vern and the Institute hardly collaborate at all. It's every project for itself. Maybe the suckafoo in charge scared her off. Thanks for the info, that helps a lot. I think that's all there is to see in the Artisanal District. We should check out Newtown next. Since we cannot use the Aerotram, we'll have to either walk or drive there. Let's take a walk. It'll help us get more acquainted with the city and its people. You gotta be kidding me, walking's a pain in the butt. I, for one, think a stroll would be lovely. Me too, let's make our way to the bridge then. Well, I, for one, didn't ask you, Agnes. Yes, sucker? Oh, I was like, how do I get to the bridge? And the locals barely use it, because most either go by car or use the Aerotram. You rode the Aerotram, right? How was it? It had the best view, but it was a little scary, too. I didn't think there'd be a difference in ranks. Have you never used the Aerotram in the past, Van? I got to ride it when I came here a couple years ago. Just had a regular old ticket. From what I hear, security within the city's undergone a massive overhaul. After the war, the government ordered a total reform. I don't find it surprising that they would want to be very careful with an experimental city that is very nearly a national secret. Okay, but tell me how that puts us at a lower rank than a bunch of kids here on a school trip. I don't think it's that they're high, I think it's more that we're low. Still, it's not a big deal, as long as we can drive. By the way, I'm pretty sure we'll eventually bump into your classmates. You okay on that end? I'm fine, I've explained things to them for the most part. They might happen upon some info before us, so if we see them, let's make it a point to ask. I don't get why... How is riding the Aerotram a security risk? That's what I'm confused about. What y'all got?
Hello there.
That's for Aaron, that's for Dingo.
See you again. Hello there. See you again. Hello there.
Customize. Plugins. I guess. Give you that. That. Give you that. Sure, we can find something more exciting than that. Maybe we can buy one. Let's grab the moat. Let's get rid of breath. Breath is worthless. And most people be able to cure.
See you again.
Hello.
Hello. I'm Nigel's Thornberry.
Thanks for shopping.
What y'all got? Got some Quincy chips. I needed to mark. This building is Liberal's ZCF and Epstein Foundation, eh? The Foreign Tech Foundation established using your great-grandfather's cash, right? With how famous it is even in the Republic, it's kind of funny that it's been dumped over in the corner like this. So rude, Aaron. It's fine, but before, all the big buildings were part of the Foundation's branch here. Indeed, as part of their downsizing in the Republic, they moved to this location. Performance in the other countries remains stable, but with tech going the way it is, it's only natural there'd be a dip in business. Right, with the Zypha. What was it before again? I think they're doing the rounds underground. Ramda. 5th gen, co-developed by Vern and Epstein. What the 6th gen would look like sparked the heck of a lot of a conversation, both before and after the war. Then they went and pulled what even the Empire's Reinford company didn't dare do, cut the Foundation out of the equation. It caused some pushback across the continent at first, but now their technology is well on the road to being available to the public. And they'll do anything to keep themselves in their current favorable position. I would imagine even use Marduk for practical testing. Though perhaps it isn't my place to weigh in on the matter. You got that right. And the one pushing that as national policy is. So ZCF and the one that developed airships. ZCF was the one that developed airships, right? Yes, they're a facility located in Zeiss and Liberal. You can find their products all across the Republic, things like communications equipment or household goods.
Being a friendly nation, they do have a cooperative enough partnership with Vern, I suppose.
Is that Ren? You suck a fool. Oh, hello there.
Hiya, Van and friends. And look at you go, Agnes. Hard at work, I see.
We heard what you were doing earlier. You're researching with your coworkers as part of your visitation, yeah? I am. I hope you don't mind me going off on my own. Oh, she's putting the work in. You guys have business here? We do. I have personal connections with ZCF and the Foundation, you see. So I thought this would be the perfect place to get a first-hand look at international technological exchange. What she said, as someone from the Empire, it's a topic I personally can't get enough of. And I heard they make memory cords for films and stuff. How could I not want to come? Oh, nice. I'm sure there will be an endless amount of information to absorb there. Just leave this part to us. We'll be sure to write up a report for you. But you better nab us some sweet scoops in exchange.
What are students doing here? Oh, of course. The educational visitation.
I didn't mean to crowd up the path. Wait, I've seen him before. I think I recognize him too. Sure you do. He is rather famous. Greetings, Professor. My name is Ren Bright. I've heard all about you from a certain other professor. Why would you say it? Why are you saying it like that? Just saying their Sokafu name.
Ah, I didn't realize you were studying abroad here. Cronkite, I believe this is our first time meeting in person. I found your papers fascinating, I must say. Welcome to Basel.
Oh, papers? An honor to have my work read by such a brilliant mind. Might I trouble you for some time to chat in the near future?
I would welcome the chance, though I'll have to pass on speaking at length with your classmates. Now, I am a busy man, I'm afraid, so if you don't mind, I will bid you farewell.
Well, that stick couldn't be farther up his butt, but he's got the chops to back it up. Yeah, his background is Eastern, right? That was Professor Yang Cronkite, the young genius carrying the Republic's engineering community on his shoulders. He's been presenting groundbreaking tech across all kinds of fields since before the war 2 years ago. Oh, now that you mention it, I think I saw... saw him in the Tyrell Times. He's said to be a genius, the likes of which we haven't seen since Professor Hamilton. But how are you connected to someone like him, Ren? I believe the others are waiting, so how about we go? Don't be late for the meetup, Agnes, otherwise I'll have to give you a good spanking. I know. Have fun leading everyone. Hold on, Ren. I don't think you can get away with not answering. Well then, good luck with your work. Shall we? Yes, let's give this our all. I'm gonna add these 5,000 points to Xenosaga right now as well. Do that first. Xenosaga getting some respect now.